Hi everyone, I'm Johnnie Lynn with Creative Designs by JL. I'd like to thank you for joining me tonight. Tonight I am going to be making a unicorn wreath, and I am making it for my great niece and her sister, my two great nieces. I'm doing one with a pink and blue and one I have done in the blue. We'll start off and I will show you, this is the mesh I'm using right here. And what I have done is I have cut this pretty sparkly mesh at, let me put it down so that you can see it, mesh at 24 inches. All of this is cut at 24 inches, but the lavender, which I'm only using a few of, is cut at 20 inches. So 10-inch mesh, the pink and the metallic blue and pink are cut at 24 inches, and the lavender is a 10-inch mesh, poly metallic mesh, and it is cut at 20 inches. Okay, now these are the ribbons that I'll be using on this wreath tonight. Notice it's the cute unicorn ribbon right here. This is the pink unicorn ribbon, and I'm using this Dupioni shiny or metallic lavender with it, and these are cut at 13 inches. And then I am using this pretty ribbon here. Now this ribbon right here, it is cut at 13 inches, and it's got the lime greens, it has the pink, the blue, and it's sort of variated from blue to yellow to give it sort of a green hue. Okay, and we have that. And what I've done with that, I have gone with the pink to go with that. So, I'll give you a quick view. Alrighty. Let's see if I can find it. I have a hard time. Let me get it. Okay. We're going to start off, we'll start off with this one. And once again, the mesh is cut at 24 inches. And this is a unicorn wreath. And we're going to flare it out. Twist, I got the ribbon. Now, one of the things, just like I did, I put my ribbon in upside down. You want to make sure that the positioning of the ribbons are correct, because you don't want the heads upside down, because this does have a pattern. And I'm going to be alternating. I'm going to be alternating with this pretty metallic with a pink. Since fold this over like so, and you're going to go right up the middle. Keep your hands. Let's see. Let me lower you down. There, you could have told me to lower my camera. Okay, just like this. Alrighty. The mesh is 10-inch mesh, and it is cut at 24 inches. Okey-doke. Now, let me show you what I'm going to do, because it's going to get real thick in here, since the frame I'm using, I think this is a 10-inch frame. So I am going to go ahead and put this lavender in here. I'm going to put this lavender in here between the two of them. But there will be no ribbon going in with this lavender mesh. Now, this lavender mesh is only cut at 20 inches because I knew that this was going to be, this is on a, let's see what frame this is real quick. The frame is a 12 inch. It's not a 14 inch. Now, I am not going to be adding anything to these, so I can go ahead and, like, any flowers or anything. So I'm going to go as I go. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to snip my pipe cleaners because I'm not going to need them once I twist them and get them in here. I do have some cute little balls that I will be gluing on here, and let me show them to you. These are the little balls. They're pink, blues, yellows, and those will go on the wreath as well. Okie doke. But I love this ribbon. It gives sort of a rainbow look to it. Isn't it pretty? Let me show you how I do this. I cut my mesh. I don't know if you can see it, like this. And I put it in, you know, you can get the little flimsy doozy laundry baskets from Dollar Tree or Dollar General for $1, and that is what I use to put my cut mesh in. It just makes it so much easier. Now what I'm doing is I'm sort of alternating. I'm going, I guess, what I call it, the unicorn mesh. If you have not joined my private group, I do have a private group now, and it's a public private group. It is called Creative Designs Ladybugs. And so if you would, please go and join my private group. It's free. You do not have to pay for it. Okay. All right, let's see. How is that? Can you see better now? All righty. So that's Creative Designs Ladybugs. And as all of you well know, Ladybug is my theme. And if you haven't, I would appreciate it if you would please like and follow my page. And as we say in the wreathing community, share the love. And so if you would, please, if you would hit that button, I would appreciate it so that some of your people that visit your page will also be able to watch this video. Also, if you see 3 little dots at the very top of the, y'all, I just love, love, love this lavender ribbon. I think it is so pretty. So let me give you a little recap on what we have right here. We have 10-inch mesh, metallic, pink. We have a lavender metallic, and we have it's a blue and pink metallic mesh. And these mesh are cut. The pink and blue mesh is cut at 24 inches. And the lavender is cut at 20 inches. And the reason why I did not cut it wasn't necessary to cut the lavender mesh because this is only a 12-inch mesh, and it would actually be too dense. The wreath, I think, would be too dense if I had them all at 24 inches. I go on YouTube on Wednesday nights. Okay. There you go. And now, got to do the lavender. Okay. All right, and the same thing, let me just kind of show you what I do. I kind of fold the edges right here down, and that will help prevent probably, if it should ravel some, it will help kind of hide any raveling that may occur instead of it coming to the top. See what I mean about it filling out? It really does fill out with the mesh, since it is a 12-inch frame. And when we get on the outside, I can tell you it's going to be, I mean, if this is a 12-inch frame, it's probably going to be about I would say, let's see, an estimate of about how big it's going to be. It'll probably be a 20-inch wreath, which is not a bad wreath at all. Okay. I like this blue and pink so much. I was hesitant, but I wanted to go, and I loved it all. I mean, this is really pretty. I already made one wreath already, and I'll show you the two matching wreaths when I'm done. I did get this from Craft Outlet, and you know, it's great for a unicorn wreath, but I'll tell you what too, you could use this if you know someone that's having a baby and and wants a wreath made to announce a boy or a girl. You just accent it with the whatever ribbon you would want to go with it. For instance, if they were having a little boy, you would go lean towards the blue ribbons and go in that direction. So, or a little girl, pink. Or, you know, some people may just want to stay generic and not use pink and blue and just go with the yellows and greens and that forth, depending upon the individual. But it would be, and the wrong color, but it would be really cute with a, I have to fix this. I put the wrong one in. Yeah, I did. Have them side by side. These lights, when I turn these lights on, it gets warm in here. Let me crank it down. I have in my workroom, I have one of those, it's a Mitsubishi, and it's the compressor's outside, but here it's actually a heater and an air conditioner. So it's really nice. It's they're using them now in a lot of apartments and that, and it's now you can, you know, it goes up and by the ceiling and it works great. I mean, it has been a gem for me because I moved my office out in the workshop, in the shed, or what we call the shed. It's a metal building, and that's what we're using. Now, I'm taking this 24-inch, the blue and pink, and where I have, let me show you, where I just now finished with the pink mesh, on the outer rim, I am going to go with this mesh. I am going to go with the pink and the blue mesh on the outer rim. Okay, I'll put that under there. Okay. And you'll get a, and all you do is take your mesh You fan it and sort of make a flower. That's how I can describe it. You make a flower with the mesh. Now, when you go to put any pattern ribbon, you want to make sure that all your ribbons with the horse's face or the unicorn's face that's on here, that they all go in the same direction. And that's what I'm doing as we go. Okie doke. And I bring these down, and I'm gonna, and if you notice what I do with my tails, that's what we call these. They're called ribbon tails. I want to make little birdies with the tails. You know, bring them up and down like this, okay? All right, I'm going to need the pink to alternate with this one. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Well, now you know I've got a certain rings. I have no idea. I bet it was from Baton Rouge, so it's got to be one of those prank calls. Because it's 7:30 here. So it has to be somebody, some political, you know how the political things are going on now. I thought they have gotten, when I got on that no-call list, it did help somewhat, but I don't know. With what's going on, we found out today that our state, Louisiana, is where I'm from. I'm north of New Orleans. They are not moving us to the 3rd stage with the virus due to the fact that they're finding that I think the medium age of that these people are getting is basically, it's I think they said on the news 37, that age group. I am going to have to cut 2 lavenders. I don't know how I shorted myself 2 lavenders unless they're hiding somewhere. I see one of them. Okay. Now, I don't know, when y'all go to order your pipe cleaners for your wreaths, when you're going to make it, what you want to look, just remember, the higher the number, the thinner the usually the measurement is. I know that with wire, but I'm pretty sure. I like a little bit thicker. Well, they either call them pipe cleaners or Chanel stems. So I prefer the thicker pipe cleaners than the thin ones. Now, I do use on occasion, well, some of my pre-made wreaths, I don't have pipe cleaners. All right, let me get the lavender. Here's the lavender that I need. Okay. All right. So, if you have not been on my channel, I'd like to remind you, up at the top of the page, there are 3 dots. And if you would, please press that. And when you press that, it will allow you to receive notification. I go live on Monday nights at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. And I would love to see you on my channel. I also have a YouTube channel, and I go live on Wednesday nights. And I go live at 6 o'clock on well, excuse me, 6:30 on YouTube. 6:30 on YouTube, 7 o'clock on Facebook. Okay. All right. Okay. So the mesh is cut at 24 inches. All this mesh was purchased through Craft Outlet. One is a lavender or purple, whichever you want to call it. It's a light purple. It's not a dark purple. Then one is a pink and blue. And the other one is a pink mesh. Okay? Notice I'm making a little birdie before I put it in there. And just twisting it off. We're all getting close to where I can put my sign on. And this will probably, unless it's a custom order, I will not be doing, I may be doing one other wreath, but my custom orders I will do online. But right now I am winding down summer, and due to the fact that ahead of time a lot of your wreaths, your wreath makers, start 3 months in advance making wreaths. So we're very fortunate. We're able to go through our, at least those in business do, go through our wholesalers, and we're able to see the trends, the color trends for the, like for instance, this July, we will actually see what the big trend is. We'll be buying for Christmas and things like that. There you go. Let me make sure I have it. It's in one of the ribbons. It must have fallen on the floor. I'll get it in a little bit. Here it is. Okay. I just had the pink one. Okay. Got it. We are done with that. Now, get this bow on. I want the bow to stand up. So, we'll put it right here. Get it through. And you want to get the bow through the mesh. Because now, then, once you get it through the mesh, it will help keep the bow more secure on the wreath itself. And then you want to not only get it through the mesh, but you want to make sure that you tie it to the wreath frame itself. And so that stays stable. Okay, here you go. There you go. Alrighty. Let me stand up for this. Okay. There you go. Now, let me find the, now, what I'm going to do, I did it already on one side. What I'm going to do, I'm going to use what is known as a bead smith. And a bead smith is this fine tool, and you can either get it on Amazon or Hobby Lobby, Michael's, in the jewelry department. Look how fine this little bitty hole is. You can barely see it. Now, what I'm using here, This you can get at Walmart, and this is what we call a paddle. You can buy this fine wire. It's called floral wire, and you could use a pipe cleaner or this wire. I like the wire because this fine silver wire, you really can't see it when it's on there. Okay, now let's go ahead and we'll get this on. I made the signs, and yes, I do sell signs. I have an Etsy shop, and I also have and my Etsy shop is Creative Designs by JL. Okay, and let me work this through the mesh right here and get this on here. And sometimes if you have trouble, but with the wire, it's usually very simple and easy to pull it through, more so than a pipe cleaner. But if you are struggling and trying to get it through, let me show you what you can use. These are called weaving needles, and they're little plastic needles like this, and you can get them on Amazon. They're called weaving needles. Okay. But with the finer wire, I find that you don't need to use them so much unless you really, this is not a very thick mesh. Sometimes with your jute or your burlap, sometimes you may have to use those weaving needles. Let me turn this hot glue gun on real quick before I forget. Alrighty. Get this through here. Make sure it's on there straight. Bring it through the mesh. Okay. Sometimes these little boogers want to bend. Alright, there you go. Alright, there you go. We've got their sign on. Now, we got to put just a few little decorations and then we'll be done. Okay, I'm just wrapping it a couple of times around the back. I am going to put this little ball on here. Ooh, be careful of the hot glue because it is hot. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and I'm going to place these balls in the center of my ties. Okay, let's get a yellow one over here. Well, it's a blue one. Yellow one here. And I'm just placing them in the center of my ties, and that will help keep them from coming, balling back up again. So, gotta watch this when working with a hot glue gun. It does get hot. And we'll put this on here. Alrighty. And we're just going around and we're putting it on the each one of the ties that are exposed so that y'all can see. Okay. This way you can kind of fix your ties as you go. Let's see, what color did I put here? Blue. Okay, I need a pink one here. All righty. There you go. Wait, one more. I see one more I gotta get. Let's do a blue one here. All righty. Okay. Let's fluff it up. Okay, gang, I'm sorry I got kicked off, but let's go ahead. I'm going to raise you up. Okay, right like that. And let me show you the two wreaths side by side. All righty. Okay, here you go. We have Sydney's wreath and we have Reese's wreath. How's that, girls? Look, let me back up so that you can see. Do I go up or down? Let's go down. How's that? There is Reese Pieces, the one I just made. No, this is Sydney's, the other one I made today for her. All right, I get them. There you go. Let me give you a quick shot up above. Let's do this. How's that? Can you see? All right, there's Sydney's. Okay. And there's the finished product for tonight. All right, everyone. I want to thank you very much for joining me tonight. Y'all, if you would, if you haven't, please follow my page and share. I'd like to thank you for joining me tonight. I'd like to remind you I am on every Monday night at 7 p.m. here on Facebook on Creative Designs by JL. I have an Etsy shop, which I would please visit, and you can see some of the items I have for sale on my Etsy shop. I do have a YouTube channel, Creative Designs by JL, and I go live on Wednesdays at 6:30 on my YouTube. 7 o'clock on Facebook, 6:30 on YouTube. Thank you, and if you've not yet, please touch and please share this video, and I appreciate it, and thank you, and God bless, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. Thank you. Have a good night. God bless. Bye-bye.